Well, today I'm going to juice some celery, cucumber, and carrots. And carrot juice is one of the best juices. It's, I think, high in calcium. On the Dr. Schultz program, he's always touting the benefits of carrot and beet juice, which I've made. Today, I happen to have some celery that I was hoping to use in a salad, but I don't have anything else to make a salad with other than cucumbers and carrots. And I decided to try juicing the celery, which apparently now is like this huge deal where everybody in the world is juicing celery because they think it's magical. And in fact, I've been eating quite a bit of celery anyway, because I know that celery not only is really good about dehydration, because it hydrates you, but it also has anti-inflammatory properties. And cancer is a kind of inflammation, and so both the cucumbers and the celery are high in anti-inflammatory properties. Now, of course, they won't say it helps when you have cancer, but hey, it doesn't hurt. And it's also, I think celery is really high in antioxidants, vitamin K, I think. I actually looked it up before starting, but now I've forgotten exactly everything it says. But it's healthy. So yes, it also seems to be a fad, and people are juicing celery like crazy, but it's not a bad thing. So I also have set up the video on a little stool on my kitchen counter, and I'm going to see if I can actually get into the video and chop things up and juice it. We'll see how it goes. So, I always like to have a nice glass, and on a boat you can't really have a glass, so I have a nice plastic glass. And then where did I leave my... Well, now I seem to have left my knife someplace, so I'm going to have to cut this with a big knife. All right. So the juicer that I have, which you can see here, it's really small to fit in my little galley here. As you know, if you've been following this, I live on a boat, and space is at a premium. And one of the reasons I got sick was I didn't have any place to put a juicer. I ended up having to remodel the galley to get some space. Of course, this is really important. You want to juice only organic stuff, especially celery, because apparently celery does have some concerns with some people who are allergic, but most importantly, it is conventional growth does use quite a number of pesticides, and you don't want to be juicing pesticides. So I may have to have just a little bite. I love these little cucumbers. These are the little organic mini Persian cucumbers that I found at Trader Joe's. The celery I found at Sprouts. And these are the multicolored carrots. I kind of like the rainbow carrots. They taste just like carrots, but it's nice. So because this is a small juicer, I have to cut everything up in fairly small pieces. And to those who say that, oh, you have to only juice celery by itself, I don't really know why that would be. I don't know that I've heard anybody say that. But there's no reason that you can't add cucumber and carrots. The cucumber has a very nice light taste. It makes the celery juice a little bit more palatable. Not that celery juice is bad, but it could be a little bit stronger tasting. And then, of course, the carrots have a sweet taste. And for those of you who have tried carrot juice but not fresh made, there's just no comparison. I actually have some carrot juice in the refrigerator, which I bought at Trader Joe's, which does have organic fresh carrot juice in their refrigerated section. And I do buy it because it's not always possible to juice everything fresh, even though I know I'm supposed to. And their carrot juice isn't bad, but if you want somebody to try carrot juice, give them some fresh one, because there's nothing that tastes better. Fresh carrot juice is really good. Fresh carrot apple is everybody's favorite. When I first started juicing and my daughter was little, I used to make her fresh carrot apple juice, and she still loves it. All right. I'm going to cut everything up first, because once I start the juicer, you're not going to be able to hear me over the juicing. I realize I made that mistake last time. Yummy. I made that mistake last time when I tried to talk over the NutriBullet. So, and I'm going to do what I always do when I juice, because sometimes I juice more than I can consume in one sitting. And so I get an empty superfood jar, and I put all of the remaining juice in a superfood jar, which is, well, this one's not empty. Okay, this one's empty and clean, and it is pharmaceutical grade glass. So, now we're going to juice. So the ACOP juicer, which I bought on Amazon, and it wasn't very expensive. I think it was about maybe $69 or $70, which for a masticating juicer is not bad. And I had an old centrifugal juicer, the Jack LaLanne, which could just take everything, you know, throw a whole apple in, etc. But this one has a pretty small hole here that everything has to go into. So I'm going to turn it on now. I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to juice. Whoops. First I'm going to plug it in. So you can hear it kind of going around and kind of going ka-thunk, ka-thunk, ka-thunk. That's the masticating part. the juicer pooping out the fiber. And I know that there are some people who say, well, isn't it better to eat the celery with the fiber? And that is true under certain circumstances. But if you're doing the Dr. Schultz Incurables program or his cleanses, the juicing specifically is intended not to have your body using up the energy that it uses up to digest things. And fiber obviously is harder to digest than juice. So, yes, of course, it's important to have fiber, but there's also a benefit to juicing, to not overloading your system when it's trying to heal from a disease. So I guess I would say if you're not healing from a disease, and you're eating things like salads and stuff like that, then obviously the fiber is good. But if you're trying to have your system, I'm trying to get out of the way here so you can kind of see. See what happens. Also have some beets, which I could chop up, but I think I'm not going to do that today. Beets are messier to work with, and I don't feel like washing everything. Now, for those of you who do not have space limitations, obviously getting a much larger, more powerful juicer that can go through everything in an instant is good. But I'm just so happy that I have any juicer at all that I can fit onto my galley. Out of the way. Take this out of the way a little bit so you can see a little better. So I'm almost done. And if you're juicing celery, and you have a masticating juicer that can handle the leaves, go ahead and juice the leaves. Some centrifugal juicers can't handle the leaves. So my intention with doing these three juices, the celery, the cucumber, and the carrot, is that I'm fighting inflammation. I'm also trying to get antioxidants and calcium. And carrot juice has calcium. Okay, put that last piece in. few of these pieces out. So not quite as fresh. So let's see what we have. Turn off the juicer. Put the bin that collects the debris underneath to keep, there's juice there that is dripping still. And this is the collecting bin on the juicer. And as you can see, it has I think they're milliliters. Anyway, it seems to say that we've got 500 of whatever units it's being measured in. And you can kind of see the top is, I don't know if you can see the top. The top is kind of pretty with foam, has a little bit of green, a little bit of orange from the carrots. And I'm going to stir it. Try not to spill any more of it. And then I'm going to pour in my glass. Now I'm going to taste it, and if it's too strong, then I'll just dilute it. It's not bad. But I'm going to put the rest of it in the refrigerator, and then later I will dilute it and have it with something else. So there we go. You can see the now that I'm handling the video myself, that's the juicer. I'm going to turn it on again so you can kind of hear close up what it sounds like. And there's the name on the side, if you think you can see it. Where is it? AICOK. AICOK. And if I turn it on, you'll hear the sound that I was talking about. And then this can go to feed the fishes in the ocean. They'll get good organic stuff as opposed to all the crap that people throw in the ocean. So that's it. Making carrot, celery, and cucumber.